Hi, this is Mike Kopak. I'm from Group 7. This is our assignment 4. So our system is for a real-time strategy game engine. I should say that we're only going to demonstrate just a single machine playing. We ran into some last-minute problems with JSON, which is the library we were using to do some of the networking code. We could get the two machines to connect and to start exchanging data, but when we tried to pass the game state back to the slave machines, they started having problems with deserializing back into objects, and we just ran into that or experienced that problem way too late to get a chance to fix it and get it resolved. Um, but we did get data moving in the other direction, no problem. So unfortunately, it just was too late. So here I'm going to go ahead and start up the game. I'm going to create a new host. You'll see me creating the host. I should also note that this video is running at 1/4 speed, just so I have a chance to actually talk a little bit and describe what you're seeing here. So I'm creating the new host instance and starting the game up. Normally the client would then connect. You're seeing a map here. We had to change out the map that we were using originally. It was originally voxel based, but our partner who was doing that stuff kind of dropped the ball and didn't really stay involved in the project enough for us to be able to continue to do things with it. So we had to go and change out to just a simple tile-based system so we could at least get objects moving around and demonstrate that. So what you're seeing here is kind of like a water scene, an ocean map. The dark blue is representing deep water. The light blue is shallow water. The yellow is sand. The green is land mass. The markers that you're seeing there, the S's are the submarines. The G's are supposed to be large ships like galleons. So you'll see that the S markers actually have a little red arrow in them. So right now you see both submarines are surfaced. I'm going to click the action button here to submerge one of them, and you'll see that the lower right submarine, the arrow actually flipped down, and that basically affects the cost map that is used for planning, so that it changes the behavior of the different terrain and how that cost map is generated. So I'm going to go back and surface that submarine just so you can see the change again. And you see that it's now surfaced and the arrow is pointing upwards. So in a couple seconds, you'll go ahead and see that, and yeah, I'm just circling this to highlight and show you again. So I'm going to go ahead and resubmerge that. And you see that the arrow went back down. And you'll note that right now we've got the submarine in the upper left-hand corner is submerged. The other one, or sorry, the one in the upper left-hand corner is surfaced. The other one is submerged. And now I'm going to go and invoke a move to that will cause them both to try and move to the same destination location in towards the bottom right corner where those other ships were. And what I want you to see here is you'll notice that the ships start moving immediately, which is part of the TBA star path planner that we're using. But one of the side effects of TBA star is that because it doesn't have a full plan to work from, and the best plan constantly is changing, the units are backtracking back and forth as the TBA star is trying to work out the best plan. Eventually, you'll see that the surfaced ship can actually go through the shallow water, but the submerged ship will avoid the shallow water because it can't travel through shallow water. Just to demonstrate the two different cost maps and the fact that once you'll see, or you probably notice that once the TBA star got the plan completed, they were able to just continue on with no more backtracking. I'm going to move back up here and have the galleon move as well. And you'll see that in a second. And with the galleon, it has a cost map that will basically avoid all shallow water. It'll only travel through deep water. So I'll go ahead and command the move to here on that galleon ship. And so I click the move to, and you see that it's starting to go through its planning process and moving while it's planning or while it's refining the plan. And few seconds, it should get the solution to the plan and actually just follow that solved solution path. And it looks like it's gotten the solution, and now it's just following the path that it has. Now, if we had the client machines hooked up, we could have invoked the same thing, and it would have controlled those units that had started out in the bottom right hand corner, and try and move them over to the bottom left hand corner. We would have seen two very different paths taken by the submarines, as the surfaced one would have been able to move between the two land masses there through that gap of shallow water, whereas the submerged submarine would have had to go up and around. But since we didn't have two machines hooked up here, we couldn't really invoke that command. Unfortunately, that's about as much as we got done and working. Like I said, we kind of ran into roadblocks, both with some issues with the networking and also because of the rendering problems that we had with the rendering engine that our teammate put together. It kept causing us some issues. So this is what we've got working. There is music, but unfortunately that didn't come across in the video. So thanks.